But the tactics that everyone on Earth One in a fact-finding position, and many of the folks we have on TV, former law enforcement, former prosecutors, all, you ask two questions, you scratch a little bit, and you realize that everybody is under threat. Everybody who writes a story has either been doxxed or swatted or threatened to be those things. People that cover the Trump story live differently right now than they did 8 years ago.
That's Nicole Wallace and some dude showcasing their unmitigated narcissism by suggesting that their lives are in danger because they say mean things about Trump. Welcome to Nerk News, I'm Nerkish, and it looks like the left is projecting once again because it appears that many have taken a break from fantasizing about jailing their political opposition to roleplay as regular people who don't have a stranglehold on the culture and control every major institution in the country.
We need to stop talking about this as a threat that's going to arrive. You know, that the bad thing might start happening if the election goes X way. The bad thing is here. The attacks on the legal system, the attacks on the election, and our electoral system, those things are here. We're living with that now. The time to defend those things is now. It's not November, it's now, because now is when the damage is being done.
You know, I had George Stephanopoulos on, and I asked him some of these questions, and I said, I was swatted, and it's a tactic meant to terrify you, right? Because people come to your house, and your family lives there, and we talked about doxing, and there's so much that people don't surface, right? But
it's insane that journalists and the left are talking about being afraid of doxing and swatting when it's their side that burned down cities, marched in the suburbs, and kicked opposition out of restaurants at the behest of their elected officials. I mean, it's their side that pushes cancel culture. It's their side that went to the houses of Supreme Court judges and people like Tucker Carlson. It's their side that regularly tries to dox popular, anonymous, right-wing accounts on social media and tries to get them fired. But there's never been a victim status the left hasn't envied, and this seems to be their newest one.
What happens to you if Donald Trump wins? What do you do? What's your first move?
I mean, it sounds nuts, but I wouldn't be surprised if this guy threw me in jail.
Really?
He's out of his mind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he did his whole first campaign around lock her up. This is his motto.
Oh, he didn't say that, He said he didn't say that. Teasing.
Yeah, right?
That, yeah.
I take him at his word. I take him at his word. I take him at his word when he says that he's going to round up people. I take him at his word when he threatens journalists. I take him at his word. I feel like what we saw in his first presidency was an amuse-bouche to what his intentions are. He has learned from his mistakes of appointing professionals, and he will not make that mistake next time.
I don't know about you, but that definitely sounds like a person who's worried they're going to be thrown in jail by an evil dictator. Kind of like the women twerking on cop cars because they're terrified of being murdered by the police every time they leave the house. Once again, this is all just projection from the left. They say they're worried about this stuff because it's what they do if they could. Look at how they reacted to people during COVID. Look at how they've been salivating about jailing and tormenting Trump. These people are sick. But let me know what you think. Who's more at risk of retaliation in this country? Trump supporters or Trump critics? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. That stuff really does help us out. Until then, this has been Nerk News. Thanks for watching. Bye!